The man trying to do whatever he can to keep Trump out of office is President Joe Biden. Here's what he told our Robert Costa exclusively on CBS Sunday Morning.
The stakes are that high to you?
I give you my word. I think they're that high. Mark my words. If he wins this this election, watch what happens. It's a danger. He's a genuine danger to American security. Look, we're at an inflection point in world history. We really are. The decisions we make in the last 3-4 years and the next 3 or 4 years are going to determine what the next 6 decades look like. And democracy is the key. And that's why I went down and made that speech at Johnson Center about the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is so out of whack, so out of whack. And so I propose that we limit terms to 18 years. Anyway, there's little regard by the MAGA Republicans for the political institutions. That's what holds this country together. That's what democracy is about. That's who we are as a nation.
Beating the drum about democracy. So Joe Biden says the best bet for democracy is Kamala Harris. Let's bring in CBS News political reporter Aaron Navarro live in D.C. Okay, Aaron, Kamala just wrapped up touring several battleground states. She not only tried to sway voters, but she also picked up some campaign cash along the way. A New York Times poll shows Harris ahead of former President Donald Trump in 3 key states. We're talking about Michigan, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. She's ahead by 4 percentage points. That's an enviable position. What do you think she needs to do to maintain that lead?
Reed, good to be with you. Starting overall, she has to keep the base enthused and committed. This was a base, the Democratic Party, parts of it, were not really looking to this next election with much excitement when President Biden was the candidate. Now that Vice President Harris is in and is drawing big crowds that are roughly maybe more or less the same size as the crowds that Trump usually gets. She needs to keep them enthused with appearances, with rallies, with engagement with potentially celebrities and artists that seem to resonate with younger voters. And as we get into the final months, policy proposals, people that are on the fence, that are looking to her and seeing what her differences with Donald Trump are on the economy, immigration, and other issues that come top of mind.
Aaron, I want to get your take on something because over the weekend, former President Trump falsely accused Kamala Harris and the campaign of using AI or artificial intelligence to exaggerate the size of her rallies. Any comment on that in our nation's capital today?
Well, we had colleagues that were at that specific rally in Detroit that took videos and noted the large crowd size in that specific Detroit rally. The campaign itself has not really engaged with this, just pointing to the videos that are already out there that are not AI generated, showing these big crowds and big enthusiasm for voters for Harris. But it is the first sign that Donald Trump is looking to lay the groundwork potentially to question the validity of Harris's kind of rise to the nomination. And it's a pattern of kind of what he did leading up to the 2020 election, where he continued to claim that it was, quote, stolen from him, kind of laying down and sowing doubt among his supporters about the realness of her candidacy and momentum.
And that is happening in the days running up to the Democratic National Convention 1 week from today. Aaron, thank you so much. We know you'll be watching that one closely.